Greetings fam, if you're looking at the STACYC 12eDRIVE electric balance bike, ages 3 to 5, and wondering whether it's actually worth it or just an expensive kids electric balance bike that's more about progression than necessity, this one is a high-end learning-to-ride system designed to teach balance, throttle control, and braking in a controlled, step-by-step electric platform rather than a traditional pedal or push bike. Starting with what this actually is, the STACYC 12eDRIVE is not just a toy bike. It's a progressive training platform for young kids. In real-world use, it starts as a normal balance bike with no power so the child learns how to push, balance, and coast. Then, once they are comfortable, the electric motor is introduced in stages using different speed modes. This gradual system is what makes it different from cheaper kids' electric bikes. The core idea is skill progression rather than speed or performance. In practice, the bike has multiple power modes that slowly introduce throttle control, starting with very low speeds and gradually increasing as the child improves. This helps kids learn coordination between balance, braking, and acceleration without overwhelming them. One of the biggest real-world strengths is confidence building at an early age. Because the bike is lightweight and low to the ground, kids can easily put their feet down and regain control when needed. In real use, this reduces fear and helps children transition faster into riding real bicycles or even small dirt bikes later on. Another key feature is the rear drum brake system, which introduces real braking mechanics early. In practice, this is important because it teaches hand coordination and stopping control, which becomes essential when transitioning to faster bikes later. Battery life in real use is moderate, typically around 30 to 60 minutes depending on terrain and riding style. That makes it best for short play sessions rather than long rides, which matches the attention span and physical needs of the age group. Durability is also a strong point. The aluminum frame keeps it light but sturdy enough for rough kid use, including drops, crashes, and outdoor riding. In practice, it is built to handle repeated beginner-level impacts without quickly breaking down. Now, keeping it real, there are trade-offs. First, it is expensive compared to standard balance bikes or small electric ride-ons. Second, battery runtime is limited, so it is not a long-duration activity toy. Third, it is very purpose-specific. Once a child outgrows it, they move on quickly to larger bikes. And finally, it is not meant for serious off-road riding or speed, it is purely a learning tool. Real-world feedback is very consistent. Parents say it is one of the best early riding tools for building confidence and coordination, especially for kids who will eventually move into pedal bikes or mini dirt bikes. At the same time, some note that cheaper alternatives can achieve basic balance learning without the electric progression system, just without the same step-up learning experience. Overall, after breaking it down properly, the STACYC 12eDRIVE is worth it if your goal is a structured, safe, and highly effective way for a 3 to 5-year-old to learn balance, braking, and controlled throttle in a progressive electric riding system that builds real riding confidence early. It is not a casual toy, it is a skill development bike designed to bridge the gap between balance bikes and real motorized riding.